Let's make our way to East Pool then. There's a shiny in our path. Potion? Restocking. Has something happened to East Pool whilst we've been away? Because that would suck. Wouldn't surprise me. Considering... Also, the sun's going down. Another shiny in the middle of the path. Torgal's growling.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
How long do you have to be running straight for the sprint to kick in? Does the Deadlands spread into town? Oh shit, Imperials. Or Royals. Imperials. These are Imperials, aren't they? Bollocks.
What happened here?
They're dead.
Imperials.
Imperials.
You'll pay for this.
You certainly will. Why have I got 3 limit break gauges?
Alive one. What are you doing here? Answer me.
Yeah, you guys can get stuffed. I didn't put the...
Remember our orders? No survivors.
Who would order such a thing?
traitor in the village? Oh, there's more. Shit. Oh, so that's about how long it lasts with one gauge. Seems to fill up at a reasonable clip. Any more for any more? No, because Torgal's finished him off. Thanks, Torgal. He's a good boy. Yeah, that limit break gauge seems to fill up quite quickly. Very quickly. It's this screen that we do it on. I just want to see. I am not taking advantage, really, of the juggles. Because I think you've got to knock them up and immediately just tap jump once. And I'm not doing that very well. Oh, still in combat, apparently. Well, yes, clearly we are, because our sword is still out.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded?
Astrologer.
You were born a slave, and you'll kill all of
Actually was not.
dogs.
Born a slave.
Dogs. They were innocent people.
Oh, you can't change direction during that. That's good to know.
Not this time.
Yeah, these guys are lower level than we are. Leave Chill alone. What's that? Oh, is there a spellcaster still around? There is. You there? I think I did. I managed to avoid taking damage that through pure skill. If you believe that, I've got some beans to sell you. Oh, you didn't die. War worms. Get down here. That actually wasn't what I meant to do. But I shall take advantage of it.
over.
Dogs fly at dogs. Drakes flying from the sky. That all of them? Maybe? Survivors? Oh, hello.
All must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them.
Not the voice I
By
expected.
Empress Annabella's command.
Fuck.
My mother ordered this.
Oh, that was a mistake, Dema.
I know. You can wait.
Divine Hammer. Okay, that's a column. Are we? I thought that was the start of a big swing. That was the start of a big swing. Fine. Yeah, take all of that, bitch.
Not this time.
I thought I've been knocked over a wall. Yeah, it's only a double attack, that. Ow. Ow.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Will not yield.
Yeah, so you can see the gauge counting down at the top there. Nice. Okay, so that is when you want to be really kind of pressing your luck with the limit break gauge. The limit break gauge seems to fill up quite quickly, which I appreciate. I don't appreciate the fact that this village is screwed. I'm hoping there are people left alive, because if Lady Hannah and the mayor...
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Fuck.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
I was wrong. This is the end of the act.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
Yeah, this is the end of the act. A moment of triumph over oneself brought low.
Of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
Yes, my thoughts exactly,
Mother
Gav.
always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it.
Definite end of act speech.
Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
If you are a scout/spy, sir, is yellow really the best choice? A once proud village all but abandoned following the heartless slaughter of her people. So the actual text about the area changes. Man. I'm kind of... Obviously, that sucks. I'm also kind of annoyed with myself that I didn't see it coming. But I guess I was so wrapped up with the triumphing over our inner adversity and so on and so forth that I didn't think... It still doesn't let us know who actually dobbed them in. Man. Righting wrongs.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
We do. Yes, we do. No side quests here yet. New weapons to forge.
I see I'm busy here.
Blackthorn.
Forging,
Such a
dear.
charmer. Interesting. Huh. Don't have.
And
I thought we got something from a freak that we were going to be able to use, but I guess not yet.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Also, don't seem to have any side quests available. Where's our mighty friend?
What happened? Is everything all right?
Research can continue on this.
No, it's not.
Our mighty Moogle friend is nowhere to be seen either.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick break.
Oh, Sid. Things have gone badly. Jill?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
We walk... Oh, ink is appearing on the
This place is
parchment.
getting more
That's just
crowded by
showing
the
up.
day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead.
Foreshadowing.
So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Foreshadowing?
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid speaking
Sid,
from
you once
experience.
told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
Is this why he's the chosen one?
Atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
You got 2 dominants on your side, Sid.
With a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just
Uh-oh.
work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
Of course we
Pay
are.
a visit to Mother.
Of course we are. End of Act 1. Yeah. Earlier. So this is the Imperial capital. Oriflamme, the Holy Empire of Sombrec. The Council of Elders at White Worm Lair.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the Blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the Black creeps closer as we
They're
speak.
fighting over territory when they could be doing something, maybe, to find a cure.
Your Radiance?
His beard looks a little bit weird.
Land the Empire requires. We need but look south.
Ah, he's an expansionist.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these...
Is that man's whole purpose?
You lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
Ah, the Empire in Final Fantasy games is always to be trusted.
Sombrec is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
That sounds like a nice
Radiance.
excuse, doesn't it?
You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar.
Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the thirds?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much.
This is what we're going to do. It's up to you to figure out how to do it. And I'm tired of the minutia.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur.
His son's Bahamut, isn't
If
it?
it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
We're going to have to fight him at some
That won't
point.
be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Interesting.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but not today. We've all seen it firsthand.
So are they sucking the ether fire?
Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land
So the
drained
crystals
so
were
dry
absorbing
it was
the ether to
not even
power
the rats
everything.
remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
Huh.
All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
Mother crystals.
That's
Mine them.
easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
Yeah.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
Ah.
For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Didn't want to.
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
That's the truth often is. For politicians.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
People in power.
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm.
Blight.
And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch.
We need proof, though.
Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway.
Turn Clive's words
Sort of
back against
defeats
him.
the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Revolutionaries.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
It's very symbolic, isn't it?
Just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Huh. Huh.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
If everything we were taught about the Mother Crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
Yes.
I'll give you two a moment to sort out your kit.
Thanks, Sid.
I'll walk to Oriflamme. I wouldn't want you keeling over on the way.
He's so considerate. Right, so we've got a new blacksmithing recipe. And we've got some side quests.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Right. What is your quest, sir?
He's never this late.
The postmaster. Oh, God. Posting quest.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Yeah.
Leave the safety of the hideaway.
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone.
Yes.
Although Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait.
And we haven't been contributing much.
You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
Yup.
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon.
There's a lot of people going missing in this game.
Will you go and find him for
It's a very basic quest setup.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I
Lost
suspect
Wing.
you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
Okay, so a little bit more than just go to an area. We've still got to go and actually talk to other people.
And thank you again.
Needs of the many. Okay. Another one over there. Let's go see what Blackthorn has for us. Something with the Ifrit shard now?
Busy here. So, will it be?
Yes, there we go. So we can now create... Ooh, plus 15. We've got loads.
No scratches, all right?
Yeah.
Fine.
Fiery sword. Okay. Who's got a quest for us over here? It's not the chicken. I'm waiting for the day when it's the chicken that has a quest for us. Glenn! Courier!
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything.
Oh.
There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
That was stupid.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots.
Oops.
Worst of all, that letter I lost?
Oh.
It was for Sid.
Well done,
The
Glenn.
letter he's been
Courier.
waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival.
I think we might have to go and deal with
Just
those.
have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Well, just wait a second.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Thank you.
The side quests
Sounds
haven't
like
been
the hideaway
bad,
could use more
so
supplies. So, where should I start?
they offer a little bit more character development, a little bit more world
I
building.
took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught
You
on
clearly
something.
need a better pack,
If you can
mate.
find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my
Letter.
life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
He's been waiting for that letter for days. He can wait another one. Also,
Sure he doesn't.
buy yourself a new pack, mate. Red letter day.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. No, there is not. So let's go and do those straight away. That's all downs. That's Lost Wings. So we're going here first. So speedy. Plus, I'm sure there will be things to fight along the way.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Sack? Lost supplies.
Looks like I'm in the right area.
This must have been a really big sack.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far.
Hello?
Might as well ask around.
A little
Hi.
overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you?
Giving us a nice little view of the grapes.
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back.
Dog?
Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding
And
it.
we happen to be going to Lost
To the
Wing anyway.
village, then. Thank you.
Cool. So I'm glad we came here first, because otherwise we'd have gone to Lost Wing and then come back and then gone back to Lost Wing. Whereas this way, we may be able to do both at once. If I can remember how to get down there. Nice little rustic village.
Did Master Quentin summon you?
No.
The shad's all salted and smoked.
Doggy! It doesn't look at the best of states.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line of it.
Right, whilst we're here,
What'll we do for supper?
let's go speak to
How did the
Quentin.
grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Into the darkness. Oh, you were Quentin, yes. Smoke kippers. Nom.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege.
He's
To
got
what
an ever
do I
so
owe the
slightly slimy
Looking for a
voice.
bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Clive? There's just something deeply weird about being called Clive. Now, was this the place that was really awkward to get to? Well, not awkward, just I went the wrong way. I don't know. Is this the right way? Yes. Yes, it is. Into the forest we go, then. I do like the nice little rustic music. Northern Valley. Do these things respawn? Or did I just not see it the first time through here? Have we been through here? I don't know. Seems to be a lot of gil lying around. There he is. Hello, Quentin's comrade. You alright? Pulled a hamstring?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us.
He's covered in
We were
blood.
attacked. Beastmen on the road.
Well, that's not good.
Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing.
An arena of
Please.
sorts.
You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Alright. Time for some fighting. Slay the Beastmen. Hey, goblins!
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
You're dead. Mortal blow. I thought at the last moment that that could probably reach me. Oh, I haven't changed this skill, have I? Far too slow damaging. That wasn't though. Oh, that was a mistake. Don't. 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 On the subject of too slow. Doesn't refill our health that fast.
Too slow.
The camera was my bane there. Yes, I got stuck with the camera on the wall, so I couldn't see the... Ow. Couldn't see the spin. That was my own fault. Vandal? Oh no! Crap. Vandal's
Sorry,
dead.
Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Crap. Damn it. I was I guess I was expecting to find him alive. Level 13. Interesting. So areas do have... Nice work, Jill. Enemies and areas have got level ranges by the look of it. Obviously, the quest had enemies of a higher level because it had to provide challenge for us. Were they scaled to our level? I'm not sure. Can we... We can just walk back. That's good. That's a nice time-saving feature. Quality of life. There's no need really for us to run everywhere if we unless we have no other choice. Or Randall, though. I wonder what Quinton's response is going to be. And the guy in the hideaway.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Yeah. That sucks. Toggle, come here. We are in need of this. Jill, your turn? No. I assume other places on the map get marked if they have quests to go to. I'm sure somebody is already putting together a big meaty list of all the quests.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Wanted to send a message. Maybe I should just own up to Otto and
Little
say,
tragedies all over the place.
there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Ta-da!
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And
Yes,
the
weirdly
letter?
enough, they were just lying on the path.
Only a little worse for wear.
Have some stuff.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
I'm sure Sid already
First break of
knows.
business.
If only. It's from his daughter.
Is what?
She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
Daughter?
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts.
Well,
I'd
yes.
say you did us both a service. Here, for your
He has
troubles.
a daughter.
If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
It's got dog marks on, probably. Sid has a daughter. Oh, good to know, I guess. Though, of course, if, as I predict, Daddy is about to have something horrible happen to him. Hello, Goots.
Clive! You're alright! I thought you might be... Oh!
He's got a voice that just does not match his look at all. Can replay any of the main scenario's major battle sequences. Can be used to revisit cutscenes, collect forgotten items, earn XP and AP, or retry missed achievements. Oh, that's nice. Interesting. And then arcade mode. Re-challenge previously completed stages and be scored on your performance. Given level restrictions are applied. Points are awarded for performance in battle. CBA and S. Rainbow? Okay. So we can change our abilities, but our equipment is set. Including accessories. Huh. Oh, run details is for... Yes. And then we've got the Hall of Virtue for training. We've still got a fourth one. I don't know what that is going to be. Right. 'Tis time. Speak to Cowan.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you up to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Wise. Very wise. I don't think there's really anything we... Ooh, hold on. Heatwave cooldown. Potions, hyper... Lionheart tonic. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Interesting. How do I know what of these are safe to sell? If anything. Also... it scrolls. I was going to say, because we know that certain things are valuable.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
Used in crafting. So it tells you if it's valuable or if it's used in crafting. So I like it when games do that. Again, that's a good quality of life thing. Yeah, if you're constantly holding on to something because you're wondering, oh, is that going to be used for something later on?
The trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's
Somewhat foul.
And a tint tires borbile tea.
Oh, that sounds...
Just go and see Otto, will you?
Delicious.
Right.
Who was Otto? I forget. Oh, was Otto the tavern keep? No, that's Kenneth.
Clive, was it?
Got any new orchestrion rolls? Right, this is Otto. Have we done something for Otto before? I forget.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving.
How? How can we bring down a crystal that's bigger than the entire city?
Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march.
Sylvester's the emperor, wasn't it?
Due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one.
Grieger's female.
Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos.
I don't think we knew that, did we?
Front lines.
That's news to us.
And at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme.
I love the phrase ne'er-do-well. It's such a cool phrase. We need to bring it back. I should use it at work.
The checkpoint.
That's
Treat
right.
my classes like now.
Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
How handy.
Yes.
Well, no, not that.
New seal?
Gets you an audience with the Dame.
The
and it's the
Dame.
Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming.
Okay.
We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
With us?
Good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute.
Wonderful.
The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad.
Oh, Clive's only got eyes for
a
Jill.
full report when you get back.
Alliance reports unlocked. Alliance reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gortz at the Alliance report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports, combined with the Cursebreakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Okay.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Lanklocked bearer.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service.
Goat.
Well, at the Hideaway service anyway.
Seems a bit shifty, doesn't he?
Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers.
So the game is opening up in terms of direction.
Volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you.
Like the little snort.
A strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
Yes.
Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
Just so we can see what it's
You
like.
could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward.
Bounties.
But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Killing specific enemies. View the Alliance reports.
Here you go.
Use Gaunt's Alliance reports to not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoints nearest their location. So we've got 2 in... That's Lostwing, isn't it? And we've also got 1 at Martha's Rest. I'll do what I can to trim these down to just the important bits. I'll also attempt to make sure I put chapters in the description so that you can skip them if you want.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're going to kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed.
Well, if you'd stayed, you'd probably be dead.
All right.
Is this a trick? Not that I'm a suspicious man.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count.
That's handy.
They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
While the cat's away. There's usually a clue in the quest name. Mind you, there's other people kind of out here as well, so...
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Hello.
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you?
Really? That's your Toggle's just straight in there.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, we can use that to bounce them up into the air, but it's not great. I might go out of my way to trim down some of the fights as well.
Keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby.
Well, teleporting, you know.
No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants wouldn't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
Happen?
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
That's me, a useful man.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was a very basic side quest, a little bit of combat.
The man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you?
Nice that there's a little bit of incidental dialogue after the fact.
Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
Thanks, Blood Axe Mercenary.
Salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy.
No.
If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a nice little bit of extra detail. So we know that there are also 2 quests in Lostwing. The fact that they have thought enough to put the icons on the map, it's just... It's a good way of making sure that we don't waste time. You know, especially not for side stuff. Hello, Elaine. Or
you're
Alan,
Sid's
I suppose.
man, if I'm not mistaken.
C'est
Couldn't
moi?
trouble you for some assistance, could I?
Sure.
That depends.
Well,
what
yeah.
do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right.
Ooh, conversation.
Take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Sure.
I can try.
It's not really our area of expertise.
Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Huh. Yeah, must be an awful situation. Oh, they're literally right here.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you?
Safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Yeah.
But how did the grocer know his...
I've mentioned before, you know, if a lot of the side quests have a focus on the
another cup, Teddy?
the effects of being a bearer, it could get too much eventually. But for now, they've been different
Sorry.
enough.
We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see
bread.
their fill.
I actually really like freshly made bread.
You'll find bread and wine on the counter.
Oops.
If you need more, just say the word.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
It's probably not going to... Well, I mean, it'll do something to wade off. Ward. Ward is the word that my brain is searching for. Ward off starvation.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Did you see?
I'm just imagining what Final Fantasy XIV would look like with this kind of graphical upgrade.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Just look at that lighting up there. Bread and wine.
May we? Truly?
Eating animation budget, not there. Sound effects, much easier.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
I'll probably get you to do something.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Yes, the individual stories are just as important as the
What happens to us now,
the grander narrative. Yeah, there's always a diatribe when it comes to games with big overarching plot lines. Like it never focuses enough on the little people. Yeah, the people that can't help themselves, the people that can't defend themselves, and so on and so forth.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
But this is what these quests are for, because they tie in.
I want no trouble.
Nice tie.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue.
Clearly.
If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard,
Oh no!
Frostwing's
Giant
pride and
wasps.
joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed.
Yeah, basic kill quest.
I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me.
But
And if I don't bring
us.
those grapes in for pressing soon, Master
High
Quinton will have my
polygonal
guts for garters.
grapes.
You look like you can handle that blade of yours.
No, I'm terrible.
Put it to use for a comrade in need.
Sure.
Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about me.
Oh, you can skip dialogue if you need to.
I'll see to it.
Oh, Thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those
That little open area is getting some use. Dying on the vine. That's a wall. Sorry, Torgal. How to make grapes. Oh, I love this, the colour shift there. One thing that I'm especially intrigued by in terms of the overarching plots.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Sid seems relatively confident that the blight is being caused by the mother crystals. And because that is the only option that we have been given, story-wise, naturally we are inclined to go with that line of thought as well, unless we have other ideas of our own, but what they could be based on, who knows? The question is...
A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
What if he's wrong? I'm looting, Jill. There are sparklies to be had, and I want them. But yeah, what if Sid is wrong? What if it's nothing to do with the mother crystals at all? Come here. So many wisps. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Let's get ourselves out on the path. Come down here. Oh! Huh. We got charged lift from that. Come here. Enemy slain. So does wind magic have a way of juggling them with just basic? I actually didn't check.
I better let Quentin's man know.
I didn't check the basic spell. Can we? Because that's our basic circle spell. But what's our basic wind spell? It's arrow, yeah. Is there somewhere that we can actually see the detail of that? Jump, dodge, limit break, aerial attack, magic. Yeah, it doesn't give us anything specific about it. Because I'm lazy. Let's warp back. because the load times are times? Load times.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up?
But how did the grocer? It's no wonder so many people take the mick out of the British accents. People do it with me as well, which I find very entertaining. I cannot help how I
Won't
talk.
be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward.
That wouldn't do any good for
Arete
future crops, would
Stone
it?
fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Again, a little bit more world building around a kill
He
quest.
certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
Quest complete. Dying on the vine. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sorry, Jill. Sorry, Jill. Right, we need to go and speak with Gav. Where is Gav? Is Gav at the hideout? Gav is at the hideout. The hideaway, even. Hideout, hideaway, same thing. Same thing. He is, in fact, right there. Let's make a save. And a quick break. And Gav.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Well, we've done all the side quests.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Which Gav does not.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Yes.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Foreshadowing.
Let's try not to find out.
Yes.
We're less
But
likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
who's this random woman approaching in the background? Oh, nobody.
To behave now.
I wonder if Gav is feeling resentful about being left out with these silly little ponytails. Righting wrongs. I assume we're going to go to other areas of this map eventually. Party makeup has changed.
We're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Who could
did the
the
grocer know his
dame
daughter had
be? I guess we're going...
stealing up?
I guess we're supposed to be going through the city. Yeah, I assume we're supposed to be going this way rather than going from the Dragon's Eyrie. I assume? Who is the dame? I cannot think.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I don't think we've... Clairview? I don't think we've got any kind of other female characters that it could be. Somebody that we know. Maybe it is somebody that we knew in our former life. Oh, good. Spiders. Also, we've got Torgal, but Jill's gone separately. Arachne.
It's over. Fall.
Sharp fangs. Itchy nose. Spider over there. Oh, a dragon Avis. Hey, friend. I just jumped over that fireball, didn't I? This dragon Avis is guarding a treasure chest.
Not this time.
Got some HP as well. Next stagger I'll use the limit break, I think. I keep using that, it's not the right move. Oops. Ow. Haha, into a tree, sucker. Ow. I don't think that's doing any more damage. No. Oops. Yeah. I think the combat wants us to use our limit breaks fairly often. Griffin's head braid? Ooh, increases burning blade damage. That might be worth using. Because I try and use burning blade a fair amount because I like it. It's kind of a shame that it doesn't charge up even faster and that we can use it in combos a bit more. But, you know. So it's definitely worth going off the beaten track a little bit to explore because there are these accessories. Chocobo's running away from us. Dragonets. We've got a bit of an open field area.
There. Northreach.
Ah, yeah. And also, and this is really nice. This is a nicely realised environment with a shiny thing down here. What are these? Oh, raptors. Of course. They've got the same stripe pattern as the ones from FF11. But these guys have got wings. Which the ones from 11 did not. To crunch. Right, while I think about it, and before anything else, we're going to put ignition on. Because I want to see what it's like. I'm going to ignore those chocobos. Strongly expect chocobos will mess us up. Right.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Oh, and a giant fish, all from the Sea of Grace.
Huh. How are we getting past here?
Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
No. No, I'm good, thank you.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
You're not.
See anything you like?
Go Blade, go with Sash. Is it just me or is that getting more expensive?
And a fine, fine day to you.
A fine, fine day. I guess we're not going to be let through, are
Not
we?
another step, branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Nope, guess not.
With the right
So
to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
So we've got to look. Got to look around. Flesher.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been sold by...
Nice. Nice.
Welcome, good... Back off, Brandy. Can't you see on your customer?
Assholes. Ah, hold on.
You won't find carpets like this in the capital.
Hello. It's a nice dress.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway.
Wow.
Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal
Isabel.
titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
She's got a wonderfully purry voice.
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would.
He's good like
I've
that.
never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
Is that going to bring her into problems?
Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
We could go round.
I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
She's got lovely enunciation.
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
I bet you will.
Wait, what?
Oh, Clive, what have you gotten yourself into? And what happens when Jill finds out?
However do they get that?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Come on, then.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
I bet she's going to enjoy us playing as well.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well,
that was
that
easy.
rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Ah, dear. They do not treat them well. But that was otherwise very easy.
That wasn't so bad.
Probably a little too easy, to be honest.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
Nah.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
With or without clothes?
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
No. Which is probably just the way she likes it. I like the fact that nobody questions Toggle.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something.
The
And if
Vale.
anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
I've got Clive for that.
Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Okay. Speak of Isabel.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Yes, and how is she going to collect on it?
That was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
Is she going to try and unwind us?
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do?
Well.
Don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach
How do you
the
know
checkpoint.
this?
Yes. Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for
Oh.
me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days
Tatienne.
now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
Spy?
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best.
Yeah, probably 50% of the people that we've been looking for are dead. The Moon and Stars seal.
Proof of that trust.
These are like Metroidvania
Hopefully
keys,
enough to
essentially,
keep
aren't they?
prying eyes from looking too closely at that
Letting us
handsome
get
face
to
of
particular
yours.
places.
Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Okie dokie.
I should probably start here.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Know you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Thank you. When it says here... Nice broom.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me
Got a
look
good
for one of
firm
your
grip on that
colleagues.
broom.
A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
She looks a little bit despondent as well.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time.
An actual lover?
Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first.
A stalker?
But it didn't take long.
Not
for
the
her to
same
get
thing.
scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in. And she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Is she gonna be dead?
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Trip to the barracks and some side quests by the look of it.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital.
Love me a little bit of incidental dialogue. I wonder if there's any way of telling what the rewards for these kind of things are going to be.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
Hello, garrison soldier.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors
Power.
will be us for good.
It's kind of a shame that we don't have a little pin badge
There's only
collection.
one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme.
Oh.
I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Oh, so we are going elsewhere.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of...
Let's pick these up while we're here.
Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Do you want to test that
You
sword
lost
of
or
yours?
something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
Dudes?
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Yes.
I dare say there's ways of
Oh,
finding
gentlemen. Gentlemen.
out about it, Branded. Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
Yes. Unzips
I'd
trousers.
rather
No.
not. Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are.
Fine.
Robin and
Let's
I
beat
need to
up
know
some
the
garrison
Dame's
soldiers,
being
shall we?
Properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I
Fine.
suggest you don't either.
Yes, we will
Take a moment to get
rain
ready if
fire
you need it.
down on you.
Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Pride comes before fall. Yes. Come on then, Leon.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Let's fail. I wonder if his mate's going to join in halfway through.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Uh-huh.
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Enough.
Screw you, Leon.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real
Oh,
challenge he wants, is
more.
it?
More.
Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Okay.
How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
You got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be damned.
That pose that he does right at the end of that sword swipe is proper kind of comic book style posing. You guys got your asses kicked. You okay?
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
Nope.
The Dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the Dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the Dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Did they hit me once? They might have hit me once. Some easy cash. Not that I'm buying anything. Right. There was a second side quest. Which I would like to have a look at while we are here.
Excuse me. You
Hello,
there,
Etienne.
the gentleman with the sword. I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and star.
You're very well spoken,
So
aren't you?
An associate of the Dame's?
An associate, yeah.
Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
Of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant.
Doesn't sound like a humble merchant, does he?
Held the dame among my acquaintances.
Oh,
I have a
girls.
business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind
And
enough
why
to
would
go
that
in
be
my stead.
Etienne? Merchant?
Who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
It is what we do.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most
Okay,
valued
delivery
clients.
quest.
There are 3 in total. A grocer,
For it is the
an
magic number.
apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Okay. Not suspicious at all, then. 3 heavy purses. There's actually another side quest over there.
I suppose you'll need it.
I assume we can just come...
Clive, tell
Oh.
me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Okay. Main quest it is then.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Well, yes.
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways.
Oh.
You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary.
We need a way of hiding
There
this
is
band.
a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact.
That doesn't
His name is
surprise me.
Bertrand, and he works at the stables.
That also doesn't...
Tell him I
lot of
sent you.
stable...
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Stablemen in awkward positions in this game, I've noticed. Okay. I've got completely turned around, haven't I? Yes. Yes, I have. Are we going to get into trouble for this? We've got the mark, so I guess that allows us to freely come and go.
No one's allowed through the gate.
Buy something or not?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
Hello, Tinker.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Every jounce and jostle of this unexceptional leather sack is accompanied by an eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored. Huh?
Why didn't you say so?
Because you took one look at us and...
Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Huh.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Essence of Rose. Okay. Herbalist.
I have no business with Branded.
As it happens, you do.
I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Something suspicious is going on here.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Prejudice.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
There's a lot of assholes in this game.
It all smells so delightful.
A liquormonger.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
I'm wondering what is in the jingling purse.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
Oh, thank you.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best.
Is he going to try and woo
Most discerning customers.
Isabel?
The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right?
All right.
Etienne likes it. Tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I find it very interesting.
Spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
I find it very interesting that
Can
Clive...
they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Clive is written somewhat similarly to me, in the sense that our responses have been generally the same. I don't know what that says about me.
Ah, you have returned.
I have.
I believe these are yours.
Box of cigars. An essence of rose. Some brandy wine.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals?
Oh.
To be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards.
Yeah, that's
After
not
all,
inaccurate.
We both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide.
Do we?
And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade.
Where do you find
I didn't
them?
realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market.
Chocobos
for
don't
even
have
the
teeth.
scantest fragments.
That is the point.
Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser.
For now.
I thank you. As will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
I don't know whether I want the dame's thanks. The want beyond the wall. Again, more world building, not just... I mean, they are just really basic delivery quests, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that these are the best designed quests ever, yada yada. Where's this other person? Are there more side quests here?
What
No.
do you reckon Yannick's done to
Oops.
upset the dame?
Fall straight off.
Where's a camp, most likely? Falls there nigh on every night.
Ah, yes, that's what I said from. Matthew, other Flam official.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you.
You found
Can
us.
I trust you to be discreet?
Absolutely.
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
Ah, well.
Right. But what do you want from
I
me?
suppose that is to be expected.
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering
Simple
of others,
cruelty.
a simple act of
Yes.
cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could...
There's a degree of...
Fine.
anonymity, I guess?
What do you need me to do?
That comes with being a branded. If people always look the other way because they detest you so, then they don't pay attention to what you're doing. Sometimes.
Deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's always 3.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
So there are good people, as you would expect. You know, conscience is...
Bristol's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Reckon Yannick's done.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Oh, interesting. We have to do these in order. That's a new twist. Hello.
You look like you need a rest.
The drying.
Not half as much as I need this.
To drying people's clothes.
I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Every little helps. Yeah, so I assume this is where we're going to end the quest. How do we get over to this one? This way? This way. Aha! Keeping the fire going, or the forge.
I have something for you.
Comestibles! Delicious comestibles.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Friend of the people. Still going at it.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Is he a healer? I guess he was healing magic?
Here. It looks like you need it.
Man, they treat their bearers shockingly.
I must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Yes, the crystal's curse is twofold. Not only does it...
more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
The crystal's curse is twofold. Not only does it curse you to a life of servitude as a bearer, but it curses you to an early death through petrification. Which, when you consider the parallels with the blessing of the Phoenix...
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business.
Though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
Better be going.
I love how awkward Clive is. Which is completely different to how I act. I'm not awkward at all. Right, that appears to be... Oh no, hold on. There are more elsewhere. But that is the way that we are going. So, let us... It's not through here, is it? How do we get... Black blood? That's a sellable item, isn't it? Can I just jump over this wall? Whee! Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Is that a musical shift?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
So this is the capital city built on the hill. With the holy crystal. Crystal of light.
That's enough for today, Branded.
The ramifications of this. The fallouts.
That's enough dallying. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
Still got side quests to do here.
You, Brandon.
Me?
Now feel good, boy.
I shall pet my dog in front of you, sir.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy.
Your boy?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Who? What? Where?
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
Huh. I feel like so. This is a particular monster kill.
Someone whose son's in mortal danger. He didn't seem all that worried.
Yes, that was my thought as well.
I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Or alternatively, Torgal's going to deal with it.
Too slow.
Yeah, it's a single wolf. Huh. There's more to this yet. Because that sounded like a setup.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Killing Branded.
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
So they send.
Wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame.
Nope.
Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
And that someone shall be us. The question is how? How are we going to do it without getting ourselves into more trouble?
You, Branded, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless.
Well, clearly not if it lost.
You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you?
Oh, so he bought them to send them to the deaths for entertainment.
The sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Oh, a choice! Shit!
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your
The
playthings.
choice was interesting.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us?
What are you going to do about it, Benoit?
You!
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Interesting.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial.
I'm intrigued as to what the other...
How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
I'm intrigued as to what the Dame response would be. I wasn't expecting there to be a choice. Oops. Let's bury the bodies. What a bastard. Buying bearers just to...
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Well, that's what we were here to do in the first place. It's an interesting take on such a wide schism in their society. Oh, that's pretty. Pity about the graves, obviously. But...
May their burden finally be
what was that giant glowy rock in the background?
I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
Uh-huh.
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Aha!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually.
Nice.
Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder?
Nice.
The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again.
The side quests do seem to be worth doing. They're simple, but the story surrounding them seems to be worthwhile. Bark. I hadn't even noticed the name of the quest. If we go back, are they going to be here? There's blood on the floor where they were. Lisette.
Have you seen my Chloe?
Who is your
I
Chloe?
let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet.
What is
I
she?
think she's lost.
Sheep?
Please, can you help
Goat?
me look for her?
Raptor?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try.
Clive is sensible enough to ask people to describe things.
Beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad.
Bunny?
Ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before.
That's walking.
Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
What kind of animal is she?
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners.
Nice.
Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lissette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Is it gonna be another bearer? Kind and quiet.
Chloe?
No, that's a dog. Yeah. No, there we go. Interact with the dog.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
No, this is Chloe, isn't it?
The crystal's curse.
Oh no.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
And this is why it is the responsibility of adults to educate the children so that travesties and tragedies never happen again, and yet we don't do it. I feel like a lot of these things are speaking for themselves in terms of setting the tone. You know, even if it weren't for the swearing and the blood and the kind of sexual references, the topic and the tone with which it is treated would get this game a mature rating. It's being handled very, very sensitively, realistically. I know that's easy for me to say, as somebody who's never been through, you know, a similar kind of situation to this. But from the point of view of somebody with, you know, the upbringing that I've had, the privileges that I've had, etc., 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 it's being done well. And there's nobody that's going to be playing this game, probably, who's been a slave. But these side quests could have easily been filler. You know, they could have just been padding. And whilst, you know, they are still technically filler and technically padding, I keep going on thinking, oh, I need to carry on with the main quest, I need to carry on with the main quest, I need to carry on, but I'll just stop and see what this one's like. And each one of them has been absorbing in a way, even though they're not massively complicated.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Jess, the fact that her parents lied to her. You know, she came across as quite a spiteful child. Spiteful might not be the right word. She came across as spiteful because she didn't know any better, and that's why education is valuable. But clearly, and I see this all the time in my job, you know, children who inherit through osmosis, essentially, the points of view of their parents. You know, the political viewpoints, the viewpoints are the prejudices of the parents. You know, it's why things like homophobia are still a massive issue in schools. There was a dip a few years ago, a real dip, where all the schools that I would go to, I never heard any homophobic slurs whatsoever. And over the last 12 months or so, there seems to have been a resurgence of that, as people look for others to blame, others to hate, others to make fun of, so that they can feel better about their own. Oh, that dog was having a wonderful time on that rock. If there's one thing that this game has been particularly good for, it's helping me proselytize, getting up on my soapbox.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Into the mire. Huh.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
That's handy.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
So how are we gonna deal this? Deal with this?
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago.
I've got a comment to make about this, which I'll wait.
Yes,
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a new
Oh,
one.
he stole her comb.
But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless,
It's
he
great
insisted
value
that
to
it was of
her.
great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did.
Handy.
Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
Has he?
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything.
Uh-huh.
Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
It is interesting that they treat Branded so badly and yet have such high respect for the sex workers. And that says a lot about, you know, the nature of our society, doesn't it? You know, the dame is clearly a woman of great means, but she is a woman.
It smells of death here, Torgor. Wolves.
Bloated wolves,
Can't
no
let them
less.
get any closer to the village.
Whee! Ow. Leave me alone, wolves. That's more entertaining than it realistically has any rights to be. Ow. Ow.
Well done, Torgor.
That really doesn't have a very good range on it. I will say that. I might have to swap that out for something else. The range is very limited. It's possible that I might be able to upgrade it. I don't know.
Damn it all. Bodies.
Ah, shit.
A man and a woman.
Were they planning on running away together? Or...
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
There's a lot of things ending with death.
Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
Uh-huh.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
He seems like a nice chap, Garrison Soldier.
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now.
That's handy.
Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
Yeah.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Yeah. There is a lot of death in this game. And you can see where the Game of Thrones kind of comparisons come in terms of the general tone.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal.
Hi.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
I am afraid so. Not in the way that you would have liked.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan.
Of course not.
Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
Ne'er was there a
I
tale
found this with Tatienne.
of so much woe.
I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Level up.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army.
Handy.
According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the Legions
Yes,
are planning to
they're
march
planning on
south.
attacking, aren't they?
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the Legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
Huh,
I
that's...
will. And thank you again.
a rumour that's designed to be spread. I would hazard a guess that these conversations were recorded by having the actors together. A lot of times when you have conversations going on in video games with voice actors, it's clear that the actors are in completely separate booths, often recording at completely separate times because the level of tone and back and forth is inconsistent. Obviously, it's something that games with higher budgets are able to do better, more frequently.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Yes, another saddening tale. But we are on to right some wrongs. I'm assuming this quest will be ending soon. I'm going to keep on going until it does, to make my editing life easier. Well, easier might not be the right word, but I am going to have to take a break because my voice is really starting to hurt. It's such a silly little contrivance that. I wonder if it helps with loading. I wonder if that's what it's there for. Gives the SSD an extra second or so to load the next bits. Probably is, isn't it? It's an indicator.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
How? How are we going to destroy that mountain of crystal? It's huge. Light crystals. Pretty. The pleasure houses in Oriflamme.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after
Glass
sunset.
gate.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start.
Good plan, Sid.
Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut.
He's a man of many
Exactly
shortcuts.
did you come to know about this fatal chink in the
He
Empire's
worked.
armor?
I know he worked for the
Let's
Waludians,
just
didn't
say
he?
I may have attempted something similar
Oh
before,
God.
and may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Oh, this is going to go well then.
Sid, if the mother crystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If you wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us is the means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
Yep.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
Yes. So
What
that's...
makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means
We are
nothing to
tools, because there'll just be another one.
No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried.
Is that why Efreet has surfaced to be a catalyst for change?
So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain.
A legacy.
But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready.
A point of no return.
The world won't save itself.
This sounds very point of no return, doesn't it? Right, let us do some sneaking into Drake's Head. This place has got a bit... We've done all the side quests, haven't we? So yes, I think we are good to go. I wonder what kind of pivotal moment we are going to receive, however. Pretty.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do.
No, there's more to it.
This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Yes.
For you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You
yes.
must embrace these moments.
Thank you for your wisdom, Sidolphus.
Suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
The voice of reason, Joy.
Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
How?
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Which you'd expect it to be.
Embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Sid's gonna die here. And I make flippant remarks about this, but I see it coming. The Crystal's Curse. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.